Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to Dutchman Plays Modulus. There's another demo from PAX East. This one is kind of like a factory game slash city builder from what I could tell. We'll just call this branch. I don't know. Gonna be honest, I don't know what to expect, so we're gonna see. Factory automation game without recipes. Your goal is to construct a larger number of buildings assembled from modules. These buildings will produce valuable items, which will in turn will expand your factory even more. Alright, so we're gonna be kind of building the shells for like locations and then placing them around. Welcome Unit Grow Plus. Let's run a test protocol of your sensors. Try adjusting your camera. Zoom. Rotate. Alright. Start by extracting polyrock. This resource will also craft basic cubes. You can rotate during placement pressing R. Okay. They got a couple ways they want me to put these, so I'm just gonna follow their instructions. Place a furnace. Connect the extractors to the furnace. Place conveyor belts to collect some cubes. Yoink. That. Before we know what to craft, we need to take a closer look at the first module. Click the pin module on the right of the screen. Let's start by placing down a cutter and configuring it to cut the modules we need. To enter an operator, make sure the selection tool on the left side of the screen is enabled. Please switch to it by pressing the right mouse button. Gray core facility small, takes 24 side cubes and 48 like pillars. Alright. I don't know how this is gonna work, but Oh, okay. I get it now. So this is very interesting. If this is what I think it is, this looks a lot like we're gonna be doing kind of like space chem style manipulation within our factory game. I think it's a really unique idea. Click and enter the cutter to set it up. From cube to module. To get from a cube to any module, we need to perform some operations on it. Let's cut a cube into two halves, then we'll assemble those pieces back so the new piece matches the dimensions of the module. Configure cut size. Oh, cut it into two pieces. Okay. Can I move it in there? I can rotate it. But this is just a cutter, so I think all it does is it cuts. And you decide whether you're going to cut 1 block width, 2 block width, 3 block width, leaving 1 behind, or 4 block width, which doesn't cut anything. Configure. Place down an assembler. Connect the cutter with the assembler. So we're going to get two pieces out of this. We're going to have to put them together in such a way that we get the module we're looking for. Place down an assembler, connect the cutter with the assembler. I thought there was going to be a little bit more to do in there, but I guess not. The assembler requires 2 inputs. Use a splitter to send them into both sides. This is all very straightforward. Set up the assembler, dragging and dropping the input modules into the central construction area. Arrange and rotate them until you've assembled the module. Like that. Alright. It's still very cool though. I am excited for this. Great job creating your first module. Modules are the base building blocks of any building. Let's begin construction of a gray core facility. Okay. Creates gray cores. Times 2, times 3, times 4. Probably when you upgrade it. Green numbers indicate what the building will produce at their respective production levels. Upgrade the building to produce more with the same input. Yeah. Alright. I want it right there. Draw a conveyor belt along the building. Great job creating your first module. Modules are the basic. Oh. Alright. Click the gray core facility. Cranes link conveyor belts to building platforms and are essential for supplying modules to buildings. Add cranes and assign them to conveyor belts to pick up items. Examine the second module. Click the pin module located on the right side of the screen. The previous module provides a suitable foundation. Let us reuse the existing design. While not the most efficient solution, it will suffice for the current objective. Place down a new cutter. Different rotations yield different results. It is imperative to set the input to the correct rotation and assign the appropriate cut interval. Adjust these settings until the desired result is achieved. Alright, let me close that out for a second. 4? I think I want to do this. Yeah, okay, there we go. Draw a second conveyor belt along the building. Oh, are those actually completed then? Place cranes to deliver the second module. More cranes. Excellent work. Now hook up 2 cranes to deliver the second module. Using multiple cranes is optional, but additional cranes will accelerate construction. I wonder if they cost us anything. This is where you wanted it. Why, add crane. Am I crazy? Are these not assembled correctly? Look up 2 cranes. Add crane. Now it works. What was that? Alright, whatever. Fine. Okay, to collect items from a building, deploy drones. Place a harvester pad and link it to a building. Drones can fly over structures and conveyor belts, so placement is flexible. Yeah, so this guy's going to be making the gray cores for us once it's finished. And then we're going to need a harvester bot to pull them from the building. Let's collect the building's items. This core facility produces gray cores, which will be essential in crafting gray bots. Place and link a harvester pad to the building. Bump, bump, bump. Link a harvester pad to the gray core facility. Place output conveyors on the harvester pad. Send a drone to a building. Right over there. There goes my little robot. He's got nothing to pick up yet, so we'll put down our belt. Next, we'll build the gray bot assembly. The gray cores we collected will be needed in the gray bot's assembly production cycle. Point. Use 2 cranes to deliver the cores. Deliver the first module of the gray bot assembly. Add crane. Point. Point. The cores are going to be needed by the building to create bots, but production can only start if the building is completed. Buildings under construction always need a large number of modules delivered. The production cycle only needs a fraction of these modules. Now you understand the basics of construction and production, you're free to create your own production lines to deliver the modules to the bot assembly. The GNN doesn't appreciate inefficient design. Don't make a mess. Too bad. Okay, yeah, so this guy is producing. It only needs 4 and 4. And we can upgrade it if necessary, but we don't need to for now. What are these? I don't see those black rocks anywhere. Oh, and that's a weird wall too. Let me... It looks like 4 and 4 for each smelter is a good way to do it. Let's just... over here. Extractor, furnace, cutter, assembler. Completely plain modules, either black or white. Okay, so that's what we're going to use as our monotoner. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Smelter I can put right here. This. There we go. So the smelter into butter, I'm sure. And I'm looking for a wall, huh? It's got to be one thin, so maybe this is the right way to go. I think that's fine for now. You're going to go into an assembler up here. Oh, you need 2 inputs? Like that. Alright. Now this is easy enough. We just put these together like this. And we have our wall. So that piece is done. The second module of the bot assembly, we grant you access to the monotoner. Use it to change the colors of modules to either black or white. I'm just going to set up another factory because I don't really feel like being too fancy with it. Alright, those all go into a furnace, like so. The furnace goes into cutter. This one's going to be in 2s because I need to make that stack. I wonder if I want to cut it right away again. Let me see. If I rotate it, then I get the 4 and 4. You can just put that together. The splitter is a weird one. It only has the one way it can go, unless I rotate it. Move tool, clear conveyor belts, move, selection. I don't see a way to flip it from like top to bottom, so we'll just deal with it like this. I can put the assembler right here. Ooh, maybe I screwed this up. Hold on. Because this isn't going to build them vertically. Oh, it can. Okay, never mind. Lol. Get rotated. Alright, the only thing left is a monotoner. This thing works at 30 operations per minute. The assembler works at 30 operations per minute. Okay. So there's no... Oopsies. Where's the move? No downside to just pumping that right into there. And then... deliver them right to the building here. Those look right to me. Yep. Bot assembly actually need... The bot assembly actually need a large number of cores to produce bots. You can use a duplication tool to quickly add more core facility along the existing conveyor belts to make use of the extra modules you're crafting. Don't forget to link the new cores to the harvester pad so the cores are collected. Aha. Wait, show me that tutorial again. Where was that? Duplicate tool. Wanted everything like that. And I think I just need to connect the belts up. Greybot assembly produces greybots. Collect them with a new harvester pad and deposit them in the space depot. Space. So I just saw it. These have 4 harvester drones already. So maximum they can work with is 4. Place a space depot and deliver your first bots. I'm kind of putting everything like diagonal to each other so I have room on all sides to do things with. I don't know if it's the most efficient, but what I'm doing right now. And this feels very satisfactory, building up our space elevator. Congratulations on delivering your first bots. You're now officially under ENN command. Grand Neural Network expects you to fulfill its orders and its high hopes for you, Unit Grow Plus. As an overseer of the sector, you must grow the factory. Execute orders. With the rising demand, it's crucial to keep constructing buildings. Remember, one of each won't suffice. You'll need many to meet the increasing requirements. Now, you can upgrade buildings. Upgrading will temporarily stop production, but afterwards the building will output much more with the same input. Be sure to check the building info pop-up for more information about effects. Now forget you're upgrading your buildings. It's very powerful. Deliver 50 gray bots. So I've kind of already put myself in a bit of a corner here. If I want to expand this to the side like I did with this guy, I'm gonna need to find a way to bring these guys around as well as these guys. Oh, and that's connected for some reason? Let me actually get rid of that right away. I want that to be like this. There we go. That way the greens and the blacks will never mix. What I could do... I could bring this guy this way. Apparently not. Hold on. Yeah. And then... that. Now... I can take my copy tool From here to here, I think. Like that. Complete that last line so it's always connected. Belt, belt. So the cranes didn't get copied, which is a little embarrassing, but... we'll just delete this last belt. Alright, that should be it. Let me connect up these guys as well. Cool. Alright. Expansion. The factory must grow. What did they take to upgrade? Oh, just the pieces? Oh, that's nice. This all needs to be done up more. You can see we're running out of pieces for everything, including getting this guy built. But, you know, we'll worry about that when we actually play the game for real, right? I could probably stop splitting these and breaking them, and then make a dedicated line making factory. That'd be a better way to do it, I think. Also, I'm noticing I'm delivering these guys sideways, but apparently that's okay. I didn't have to make this stack. I don't know if I'm losing any efficiency with my other process. Let's see. One assembler, a cutter, a furnace, sorry. Cutter, assembler, a cutter. I did furnace, cutter, cutter, assembler. It's the same amount of buildings. I just did it in a different order. Alright, where is... upgrade at least one building, we're working on that. And this one has the priority, it's the first in the line, so that'll happen first. Construction of the blue pigment refinery. Needs blue hexacrystals to create pigment. It needs some weird modules here. This is going to be a fun one. I see the crystals down here. There's also blue crystals up here. So I could put this somewhere like here-ish, I think. And it takes 3 modules to build it, right? And the blue hexacrystals, so it's going to need 2 belts on both sides. If I want to have 2 cranes picking things up. So if I line it up here, 1, 2. Something like that. And then... and harvest the crystals from there. How do I clear my pins and repin the new ones? There we go. That's a flat wall. I can take a cube, split it into singles, and then assemble it. This is basically the same thing, except I've colored half of it. What is this? This is the interesting one. All of these can be made out of colored cubes and assembled. I feel like this could be made from this. With some clever cutting. But I don't want to have to split this process off. I'm trying to make this in my head raw. I could take a cube, split it into 4s, color half of them, and reassemble it. Like vertically. And then could I slice it the other direction and reassemble it? Oh, we'll have to mess with that one. Let's start with the easy one first. Vector. Okay. This already feels a little tight, and I can't go through the trees, so let me try and be a little more efficient with this. This belt's down here. Like that. Here, like that. Alright, so that's making me white cubes. I want that to go straight into a color. Now I have black cubes. I think I need to put this here. Black cubes, I want them cut into 4s. Oh no! I just thought of something. The assembler takes 2 modules. Not 4. Huh. Alright, I have an idea. I have 2 assemblers. And 2 splitters. Okay. Frick. Can I destroy these trees? I don't need to tell you guys that we are really running up against where I want these to end up. Let me rotate these so I can see them better. Like that. This guy's gonna be doing the exact same thing. And then these guys need to go into another assembler. Is there room for that there? God, no. It sucks. I think this will be fine, and I might have to come like backwards down the path, which is a big no-no for logistics, but it's fine. This is just a demo. And wall on wall was the idea. And to show my point, do something like this. This. And you come down with it. Then each of these buildings can have green crates. Okay. Just for neatness, we can delete these guys. My next line is going to be kind of close to this because I'm going to have it go through the top here. I'm going to come down this line right here. And it's going to be these sandwiches. So I think I want to make white cubes, split them in half. The belt in half anyways. Color one of them black. Split both and assemble both and then assemble again. So this. Actually, you guys are all like this. That. So this is making raw cubes. I want them split. I want half of them colored. They're both gonna get cut. And need them cut into one. Alright. Then it's going to be assembly, and a second assembly. Split. I need a bit of a belt here. Look very similar to the other one. We're just going to make some walls. Yes. Okay. And in here, we're going to have white wall and black wall. That looks good. Take those up here. Gonna come along down. Crane. Crane. Alright. Gonna have something here. Something here. So I can't block off this production, basically. I need probably to go like that. Alright, cool. Alright, last module. And this one was the most interesting. I think there's got to be a clever way to cut this. I just can't visualize it in my head right now. I can probably put the furnace like this. So there's white cubes. I'm gonna split them, make half of them black. And then if I assemble them right away, would that make any sense? No, I don't think it would. I think I could split the black ones right away. And that's gonna give me 4. No matter what, I need to split them. In half should be good enough. And then I think I can assemble those and get creative. Let's see how this works. If I had split the blacks into 4s, then I could have just sandwiched this piece. Oh no, that's not gonna work either. Because it doesn't bring in 2 of the black pieces. Alright, okay, alright. One more try. Put it back to 2, I have an idea. If I assemble these like this, and then I was gonna cut it long ways. And then what? I hate this. This is making my head hurt. Alright, we're starting over entirely. I have another idea. Give me fours. Give me fours. I do have tunnels somewhere, right? Yeah, okay. I think I have to put it here because I need two assemblers. Like this and this. You can go right in there. You. Our Factorio style tunnels, okay. So like this and that. I wish this didn't look like this, but I think I can still make it work. Like that, like that. And another tunnel here. Just for this one little brick. Alright, now. You assemble that piece. You assemble this piece. Those can both go into a single assembler. Nice. Something like this. I believe that's going to go into a cutter. Oop. Bit of a lag spike there. Then I think like this. One final split in assembly. We just build it long ways. I don't know if that's the best way to do it, but that's the best I could figure out. That one was nasty. Lastly, we want some blue crystals here. I don't think I have to do anything aside from extract them. So these can just be fun little conveyor belt challenge. That was not that hard. These guys have some range on them. You can go all the way up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can have 5 belts going alongside the front of these. They only have 4 input slots, so I don't know if there's too much of a point for that. I suppose you could have it 4 out and then have a... great job in building the blue pigment refinery. The building needs some blue hexacrystals. Find some blue hexacrystals and harvest them. Blue core facility will require blue modules. Use a newly unlocked painter to dye the modules blue. Construction of the blue core facility will require advanced tools. We've granted you access to a stamper. You can pierce out a cuboid section of voxels and outputs 2 separate modules. Ah. Yeah, so a lot of really cool ways to manipulate our shapes here. It's a lot more than just a factory game. There's a lot of really cool geometry going on here. You're producing. I guess you guys need a bot to harvest. Yep, that's all I needed. Alright, so we're collecting the blue paint now. Blue core facility. That one would not be that hard with a stamper. That one is not that hard with a stamper, it's just silly. And that is super easy as well. I will leave that to you guys. I think we've been here long enough. We've shown off what we can do. I'm mostly just running out of space on this island. I don't really feel like rebuilding everything to make these module crafters. I guess I have some resources down here. I can always expand to the other island as well, but... that's our look at Modulo? What's this game called? Modulus. There's a tech tree in the full game. There's gonna be a lot of cool stuff in here. Grow, expand, do it better, do it more efficient. Use your new tools to make your old lines better. I don't think a stamper would have helped for this little ice cream sandwich we had to do, but there must be some way we can make that better. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps small channels like this one grow and reach a wider audience. If you want to look it up on Steam, Modulus, you can wishlist it. You can be ready when the game comes out for full. And I hope you have a good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening. Goodbye.